It's the Date Master, and we're back. Got another video. We're gonna drop tonight. I know y'all heard the recent story of the former Alabama Henry Ruggs and his recent accident DUI situation. Is very unfortunate. We're gonna talk about how discipline can save your life and others, and is it worth it, or was it worth it? And I seen a lot of commentary. I seen people giving him grace. I seen people giving him heavy ridicule. I seen people giving him all type of critiques and support. I think all of it is welcome and all of it is necessary because you must have balance. Of a mistake such as this, to where you potentially throw your career away, the life of another person has been taken. It's a epiphany of how discipline can save your life. In this case, you have a young, successful black male in Sin City in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, we're grown men, we're grown adults. No one can tell you what or what not to do. The thing is, one must understand how discipline and being disciplined you can avoid a lot of trouble. And this is a cautionary tale to a lot of men coming into their own. You're elevating, you're putting yourself in position. It's one thing to linger around the bottom, to linger around people who do not have high expectations of themselves. If a person does not have high expectations of themselves, they will not have high expectations of you. They will not. If they do not expect a lot out of themselves, they're just going to pretty much they're going to be on shuffle. You know, you put your music on shuffle, it just plays anything in your library. And a lot of people are living their lives on shuffle. They're just doing any and everything. Let's just go this way. Let's just see what this is going to do. Well, let me just do this. Let me go here. Let's see what this is going to do. Now, with Henry Ruggs, a lot of potential, young, youthful, athletic. He made a decision. He was engulfed, or he was consumed by the atmosphere in Las Vegas. Think about the narrative and the description of the accident. I'm going 156 miles an hour. I crash. I'm in a Corvette. Las Vegas is a place I would not personally want to live. I would go and visit, but I would not live in Las Vegas unless the financial benefit is through the roof. But even then, let me take that back. I would live in Las Vegas because I do understand and I do practice a lot of the discipline that I try to teach, my fellas, the people who listen, and just understanding how being focused on the bigger goal can save you a lot of trouble. You hear a lot of stories where men, you look at Len Bias. I don't know. The age group in this space, it can range anywhere from 17 to 83. It can range 17 to 70. It's not limited. So for those who are familiar with Len Bias, you can look him up. This was a prominent NBA prospect who overdosed on cocaine the night of his draft. Being caught up in the moment can you sacrifice and you risk all future possibilities and potential and outcome. You're going to sacrifice and risk that because when you're caught up in the moment, you're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about what's going to happen after this moment. All you care about is the feeling that you're getting. You're getting this adrenaline rush. You're getting these dopamine releases. You're experience. This is what some would call experiencing life. A lot of people experience life on a calculated basis. meaning they plan, I'm going to go to vacation in 3 weeks, I'm going to go to vacation in 6 months, and I'm going to drink till I pass out. I'm going to work and I'm going to plan, and I'm going to, when I get to this destination, this is when I'm going to let my hair down. Others say, well, I'm here now. Tomorrow is not promised. I'm going to live it up in the moment. And living it up in the moment can bring you it may not be a lifetime of heartache, but it could be an extended period of heartache and suffering. Which is why I say the ridicule and the support that he's getting is most definitely needed. I'm not going to beat him up. I'm not going to call him names. I'm not going to judge him for a decision that he made, because you have to take in consideration a young black male who came from nothing, who never seen the city lights of Las Vegas until he more than likely made it to the NFL. He's still young. He hasn't really had a chance to live life and to fund a lifestyle that would warrant him being able to go to Las Vegas without being in the league. So when I look at these stories, I look at young men that did not have the guidance, did not have the discipline outside of sports. Now his work ethic, everything is key and is present, because he wouldn't have gotten to the league without it. However, once you get to this position, this is where your discipline must kick into overdrive. A lot of people, they strive and work tooth and nail, fight tooth and nail to get to a place just so they can relax. They run the extra 100, 100 yards, or they run an extra 2 miles so they can eat ice cream on Wednesday. They run these extra 2 miles Monday, Tuesday, because they're working for the cheat day. They're working for the day to regress. Because if you're in a state for too long, you're going to become complacent and comfortable in that state, which is why the obesity rate is what it is. Once you get to a place and it's comfortable and you see other people in that same space, you're going to say, this is not too bad. This is not too bad. I can do it. This is going to work. I can live my life like this. And you find out that path gets lonely, because mediocrity, I mean, there's nothing fun about being mediocre or being normal. What you have now is an agenda. You see these stories, you see rappers, athletes, you see them caught up in all type of drama, and you ask yourself, why are they in that position? But you must understand, in order to reach a certain level of dedication and time invested has to take place. Therefore, sacrificing or neglecting other areas that may prevent future mishaps. If a person, I spoke about this in previous videos, a NFL, NBA player, the hours needed in order to make it to the league takes away from the social development and the social interaction that these players would have if they were more so normal. If they did not perform or have the aspirations of making it to such a level, they would more likely have the leisure time to get the lower level or the life experiences that may teach them certain wisdom and information to use in the future. Certain individuals understand this dynamic. There's no way that I can spend 20 hours a day working on my craft and in the same capacity know how to understand women. It's no way. It's no way. But you ask me about my craft, I guarantee you I can tell you everything about it. The position I play, I can tell you everything about it. The $1,000,000 question is, once these rappers, athletes, entertainers get into a sticky situation based upon a spur of the moment action, you have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Was everything that you sacrificed, worked for, worth it? Just for this specific moment in time, which more than likely did not last more than 30 seconds. The adrenaline rush, the release of dopamine, the rush to say I'm living life because I never seen it before. I never knew life felt like this. Men have feelings too. We wanna feel. We use logic because we're preserving ourselves. We preserve for the future, but we want those feelings. Which is why you have this red pill space. You have these men getting caught up with women all the time, getting played by women all the time because they want that feeling. But you realize as you grow and get older that that feeling is not worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze. So once you consume this red pill and you start moving within this red pill, you start to excuse yourself from the rush. You start to excuse yourself from certain, situations because you've been there before, or you've seen this movie somewhere and you said that, you know what, this is not worth it to me. I got too much I got too much to gain and too much to lose in order to risk it all on this very moment. Having discipline can save your life and others. Having the discipline to build your financial strength, your platform, your portfolio can save you and your family's life. It can save you some pain and heartache and missed opportunity. A lot of these opportunities are not going to be free. A lot of these opportunities, most opportunities come at a cost. It comes at some type of cost and you cannot avoid it. But what we have now is a society that thinks opportunity is free, which is why we do not value it. We think a lot of the times opportunities that we see, you see these kids and you see these different ethnic groups in certain positions thinking that they just got there. You think they just got there scot-free, hey, I'm this, and they were just, a lot of the opportunity that you see others get, it does come at a cost. It comes at a cost. So when you ask yourself, was it worth it? Usually your answer is going to be no. But this is life. This is a lot of these young men, a lot of our young men have never experienced life at a high level. They took what they can get, they barely made it through. So at the most opportune moment, at the earliest moment, they want to see what life is really about. They want to see what they've been watching, hearing about, seeing on TV and the movie. They want to know if it's real, if they get the opportunity to. So a lot of men make the bad choice and the bad judgment to say yes to the feeling. When you're dealing with women, you say yes to the feeling because the attraction and chemistry is there. The preface has been set, so you think that this is a good idea to let your guard down with this one chick here. I'm gonna change gears for just a minute to end out this video. We see this woman and we say, you know what, this is the one. This is her. You let your guard down. As soon as you let your guard down is when she plays you to the left. This is when she puts you in the blender. And you're second guessing your time now. You're second guessing yourself the whole time. You knew you shouldn't have trusted her. You knew you shouldn't have dealt with her on that level. You start playing back the tape and playing back the echoes of not going with this feeling. You play it back. And you beat yourself up day in, day out, red pill rage, purple pill rage, blue pill rage, whatever you want to call it. You start to play these things out because you knew better. But this is the part about life. The way I live life now, because I'm not in corporate America anymore, I love the spontaneity and the unpredictability of how life's ups and downs may come. Because don't think because you're up today, you won't be down tomorrow. Life is a roller coaster. You get to see the ups and downs. So I accept everything that comes with it. It makes you stronger. It makes you more aware. It makes you sharper because every time that down comes, you want to brace yourself. A lot of people go down that hill and they don't see it coming. So they lose things. They lose phones, jewelry, and I'm using this for the roller coaster example. People lose their phones on roller coasters. They lose money. They lose keys. You lose things because you weren't prepared for the dip. You weren't prepared for the dip. You thought everything was going to be all gravy. I'm here now. I made it. I'm the shit, etc., etc. And then the Most High comes and humbles you because you took this opportunity for granted. But this is just, again, this is a life lesson. I think this is a cautionary tale for most men, for all men, to take a look and see how you can be up today and lose everything tomorrow. And even tonight, you can lose it the same day. But let me know what you think about this situation, this topic, this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's a day, Master.